Hello students, welcome back to another time with Teach Me Xir Gideon. Now, so for today, we want to look at number bases. So on this channel, we provide step-by-step solutions to past SSSCE and NOVDEC questions to senior high school students and NOVDEC students. If you are new here, please like, subscribe to my channel, and then make sure you hit the notification bell so whenever I release a video, you're going to be notified. So we are looking at number bases. In the previous tutorials, we looked at set. We want to shift our attention to number bases now. So we are looking at a WASSCE NOVDEC question which came in the year 2012, which is question 12A. Now the question says draw the multiplication table in base 6 on the set 1, 2, 3, 4. The I part says that from the table solve 2 times x is equal to 2. So this is an operation. All right. Then we have m times m is equal to 4. So let's deal with the first one. It says draw the multiplication table, and this is the sign for the multiplication table in base 6 on the set 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do we go about this? Now understand that we've been given a set, and the set we are using is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means the table that we are going to form should have 1, 2, 3, 4 as part of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will form the column section and then the row section of the table. So we are talking about multiplication. So we have to bring our sign. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3, then 4. So this is how we form the table. All right, now understand that we are working in base 6. So we are working in base 6. All right, now so how do we go about the multiplication? So 1 times 1 gives us a value of 1. Now if our product, our final answer, is less than the base, we write it. So that is the rule. If our answer, our product, after multiplying, the answer that we get is less than the base, we write it. If it is more than the base has to go into the number, and we are going to record the remainder. All right, so in this case we have 1 times 1 gives us a value of 1. Because 1 is less than 6, the base 6, we write 1. 1 times 2 gives us 2. Because 2 is less than 6, we write 2. 1 times 3 gives us 3. 1 times 4 gives us 4. The same rule applies. All right. Now 2 times 1 gives us 2. 2 is less than 6, so we write 2. 2 times 4 gives us 2 times 2 gives us 4. All right, but 4 is less than 6, so we write 4. Now 2 times 3 gives us 6. 6 goes into 6 how many times? 1. Remainder 0. So we write our 0, our remainder, then it goes into it once, so we get 10. All right. Now 2 times 4 gives us 8. 6 goes into 8 how many times? 1. Remember what? 2. I believe you are catching it. All right. Now 3 times 1 gives us what? 3. 3 is less than 6. We write our 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 goes into 6. 1 remainder 0. So we have 1 remainder 0. Now 3 times 3 gives us 9. 6 goes into 9. 1 remainder 3. All right. Now 3 times 4 gives us 12. 6 goes into 12 how many times? 2 remainder 0. So we have our 2 remainder 0. 4 1 we get 4. 4 2 we get 8. We get 8. So 6 goes into it. We have 1 remainder 2. 4 3 we get 12. All right, so 12. 6 goes into 12. 2 remainder 0. 4 4 we get 16. 6 goes into 16 how many times? 2 times remainder 4. So we have 2 times remainder 4. So this is the table. So we've drawn the table. So this is the multiplication table in base 6. So we are done with that one. Now let's come to the II part. II part says that, since from the table we should solve 2 times x is equal to 2. Now so look at your table. Now we are talking about 2 times a certain number, 2 times x, or a certain number which gives us 2. So look through. This is where all the answers of 2 fall under. Alright, so it says 2 times something gives us 2. So from this particular table, look at it critically. You realize that when 2 multiplies 2, we get 4. So that means it's not this one. When 2 multiplies 3, we get 10. It's not this one. When 2 multiplies 4, we get 12, which is not this one. Or when 2 multiplies 1, what do we get? We get 2. So that means that if we place this x with 1, then our statement is true. So from the table, 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Therefore, x equals 1. Because we are comparing this one with this one. So if here is 2, we have 2. We have 2 over here, x, and then we have 1. So x equals 1. Let's look at the second part of the question, which says that the beta, which is m times m, is equal to 4. Now, so look through the table. Which number multiplies itself to give us 4? So what we'll do is that we are going to do some test work to see whether what we are doing is correct. Now understand that we are talking about m, so that means it's the same number. So if 1 times m, what do we get? 1 times 1, what do we get? We get 1. That means it is false. Let's come to 2. 2 times 2, what do we get? We get 4. So that is one answer. Let's look at the other one. 3 times 3, what do we get? We get 13. That is out. 4 times 4, what do we get? We get 24. That is also out. Alright, so our answer would be 2 times 2, which is as 4. So that means if here is supposed to be 2, and this is also supposed to be 2, 2 times 2 gives us a value of 4. So that means comparing this one and this, we can say that m is equal to what? M is equal to 2. Alright, so thank you for joining. If you've not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, like, share this video to as many students as possible. Share the video with senior high school students and a NOVDEC student. Thank you for joining, and see you in the next video.